video blogging today about creativity and worship. I wanted to encourage you because I believe that God is definitely moving us into reminding us being more creative and worshiping Him and just in life in general. If you look at Genesis, the way he started off the Bible, he talked about his creative side and how he created heavens and the earth and all of us. And if you think about it, he talks about how he actually breathed life into Adam. He didn't speak him just into existence. He breathed life into him. And so the very breath of life is in us. And so we are like our Creator. So therefore we are creative. Pretty fun. And what's even more cool is that he didn't just stop there. He knew that Adam was capable of these things. And so he said, you name the animals. And there's like a gazillion types of different animals out there. I can only imagine what went through Adam's mind. And he gave him the time to do it. And you know what? Adam was successful at it. So I think that's pretty cool because he wasn't controlling on it. He gave him complete creative freedom to do all of that. And who knows what he would have come up with, you know, had, I don't know. So, interesting thought. Anyway, moving forward, I know that our society in general is very success driven, and a lot of times it stems from education and, you know, how well you are at business and, you know, other attributes. And we all measure success in different ways, but one thing I would like to have you consider is whether you could be successful with creative arts as well. That is absolutely the whole left side, I believe, of your brain, and I think a lot of us have turned that off, you know, trying to be good at something else. And it's not to say you have to drop everything you're doing. It's just interesting to consider that you might also be good at being creative and you may not have thought of it before. You know, obviously we're created from God, so we have a creative nature. It also means that you could probably think outside the box and you allow yourself that time. If you partner with God, you'll find it to be a lot more easy. Also, with creativity, you know, like there's just different, you know, maybe aspects of it that you maybe haven't gone into, whether it's business related or your lifestyle, but there's certainly the worship side of things. And that can be a challenge for a lot of people because with worship, depending on your background, you might be used to simply clapping or raising your hands, or maybe not even doing that in a worship setting. There's also other churches where they allow for freedom to dance and shout and do other, you know, moves of God that maybe you even got burned on because you notice some people taking advantage of it to showcase themselves. I was one of those people. So it was very hard for me. I had put up a lot of walls about that kind of stuff, even though I was familiar with it, where people were dancing and shouting to draw attention to themselves. And so I didn't want to be like that, so I just turned it all off. It wasn't until a few years ago where I went to a worship workshop and actually allowed myself to move out a verse I was given. We were supposed to sort of dance a verse, and that was like brought me to another level. I was very humiliated in a sense, and it had to break me out of a box that I was just not willing to go. And it should have been very simple. It was just a very short phrase. It was very easy to act out something, but because I knew what it meant, it was releasing me and allowing me to break down those walls. It was very much a hardship for me. So I had to actually learn how to let down my guard and what other people thought of me, and even what I thought of myself, because I knew it wasn't necessarily the best dancer, but I knew it was capable. And it was something that actually found to be deep in my heart of something I wanted to give to God. Because worship is that is an outpouring of your spirit towards to something that you find honorable. And you have to be careful because you may not realize it, but you might be worshiping things like money or success or something else. And so it's something to consider. You know, how is your physical outpourings, how are they being reflected on what you actually worship and call important? And so I choose to worship God, and one way I love to do that and freedom to do that is through my writings and my speakings and through my dance. And if I can, paint. I'm not very great at it, but I certainly enjoy it. And that outward expression towards Him is, I feel like, a very treasured gift. So I would just really encourage you to consider what things you like to do or would like to give God as a form of worship. I'd consider giving every aspect of your life to Him and partnering with Him, in your job and your careers, your families, your relationships, your spouses, like how you handle everything, and just allow creativity to be a part of it, and allow Him to turn on that switch, and you might be really surprised how easy it'll flow from you. So have a great day. I hope this encourages you and gives you some things to think about, and just know that I know God is excited about this new season for all of us. Have a great day. Bye.